Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are with a little stream that I decided to do randomly because I realized that we're already in May, or at least we will be next weekend, which means it's time to do some Star Wars games. So we gotta finish up Duke Nukem fast. So today we're gonna try to beat all of Duke Nukem 64. Because Duke 64 is a badass game, and I don't want to wait like a month to have to get around to it again. It seems like the sci-fi episode is the one that lasts the longest, because I don't think Shrapnel City is nearly as long as this one, and certainly Hollywood Holocaust is lasts like no time at all. Although I will say that when you compare like Hollywood Holocaust, which is the shareware episode, came on a compact disc. Damn, I'm down to 7 health. Please tell me I have a band-aid. Nope, I got nothing. They keep giving me goddamn nods. I don't know if that's just a quirk of the mod. Oh crap. What an asshole. You know, Boogie is want to do that, I suppose. Where is my shrink ray? I like the shrink ray in this game a lot more than the shrink ray in the original Duke 3D release. It's a little more, you know, sci-fi instead of just, you know, kind of like a vacuum cleaner. I mean, but then again, you know, TNG had that problem where they had the Dust Buster phaser design. I am so hurt. My feelings are so hurt. So, Lunar Reactor here, it sounds great. Like, it is a great piece of music. But you know, it sounds like shit in the original Duke 3D. Like, it does not sound good at all. Also, instead of nudie mags, we've got Pop a Cap. I can only imagine the level of boomer fuddism that has to have. I mean, if you can believe it, people actually complained about the extended 30-round assault magazine clips, saying like, what would you need that for? That's not good for hunting. No, but it is good for defending yourself from crazy people, and we had some crazy people, some absolute crazy people out there, and recently we had yet another assassination attempt on the president. It's like, oh dear, may you live in interesting times. And yes, indeed, the BFG of this game is vastly superior to the Devastator, which is nothing more than just like a double rocket launcher that really is not that great. The thing about like the Devastator though is I have a little bit of a soft spot for that because that came with the Duke Nukem action figure. Oh crap, we got another Battle Lord. Get out of my face, you bastard. And that one too. But yeah, somebody tried to shoot down the president as of yesterday. That is, what is it, the 3rd time they tried to blast him? Which is, there's gotta be some kind of record, right? And of course the usual suspects are trying to say things like, oh yeah, it was staged. Or, you know, saying stuff, god damn it. Or saying stuff like, oh, the manifesto of the crazy person said that he wanted to use a shotgun because it was more accurate than a pistol. Never let it be said that these psychos know anything about guns. So, yeah, you got people who are saying it's staged. It's one of those things where they'll say it's staged, or like, well, if it wasn't staged, it's fine, or something. It's like, oh my god. Wait, it's not that we live in interesting times, we live in stupid times. You know, 2 of the 90s Duke Nukem action figures. I mean, they're pretty awesome little figures. Like, they do Duke Nukem really well. I mean, there's a lot of weird action figures that were released in the 90s. We got some Quake 2 action figures, a couple enemies, and I think a guy who's supposed to be like Quake guy, Bitterman, even though he doesn't look anything like him. I don't know if we ever had any Doom action figures back in the 90s. I don't remember seeing them. Actually, I have a little, the one Funko Pop I have is of, Doom Guy. I also have a little plush Doom Guy as well. Now, we've got no health, but we've got water. At least we're not making Duke Nukem drink the toilet water this time. It's like, remember these little water fountains were everywhere? Now, you couldn't pay me to use one of these things. Because, let's be reasonable. The first thing they always cut is maintenance. So it's always kind of interesting to listen to, YouTubers as they get older. I mean, I'm sort of like this weird immortal, although I don't really cut any people's heads off to do the quickening. But you ever look at these people getting older, and it's like they discover stuff that you think they would already know by now. And it's just kind of fascinating to me. It's like these people hit 40 and it's like, oh, welcome to like age 20. It's like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Plasma pack. Is that gonna be like, you know, blood, or is it the good stuff? Because I was listening to a YouTuber today talking about how, like, they didn't really understand the concept of marriage and shit. I mean, I get that there's a lot of people who are kind of ambivalent towards that whole thing, but it's like, it's one, to me, that's one of those things that's like, oh, well, that's just something I'm going to do in my life. It's just where people are like, I'm just gonna date till I die. It's like, really? How mature? And this is coming from a guy who's had some, shall we say, difficulties. I just thought that was kind of interesting to see that somebody finally made it to 40 and realized that. But I was very fortunate to have a fine moral upbringing, so it's not that complicated. Once you get out of Hollywood Holocaust, like, the levels get really good. And this right here really surprised me that this was actually in the N64 version. Because what we're gonna have is an awesome bit of destructibility. Now, they removed some destructibility from earlier in the game. I guess they were kind of like saving up for this. Also, I love how these MP5s are completely inaccurate. Go! Go, Duke, go! This level really does not give you much health, though. It's like, oh my god! That is pretty awesome. I mean, especially for N64. Oh yeah, there is that Mark Hamill Easter egg. I don't remember where it's at though. Let me see here. How much jetpack do I have? Okay, let me hide so I can find it. There we go. There it is. I'm actually not gonna waste all that jetpack fuel because I like to use that to sequence break. No, land, Duke. No, land, you bastard. No, I guess that's all there was. Huh. Or is it up here? I think we just came from here. Yeah, we did. They might have added this spot for the, they might have added that spot for, damn it! They might have added that for the N64 port. Might have. I don't remember. It's been too long since I played default Duke Nukem. Yeah, Medic's gonna try to make it, but he's having some Discordian problems. It's in front of the area you come from. Let's see. Not seeing it. If you jump down there, or maybe it's over here. I know the Easter egg you're talking about, but I don't remember how to find it. Just gonna smash that in frustration. But yeah, like, as you get older, you're not supposed to like stuff like this. You're supposed to move on and simply play, I guess, like, RTSs for the rest of your life. But whenever people talk about, like, children's entertainment, I always find that to be kind of an interesting concept, because it's like, okay, is Iron Man Armored Adventures just for kids? And what makes something childish and what makes something not? Now, obviously, as I've stated before, like, you know, like something like Peppa Pig would be childish. Like, that's not something anybody would want to really watch unless you're, like, 5. But Iron Man Armored Adventures is something for, I guess, a younger audience, but it actually, you know, has complex storytelling and such. The main thing about, like, animated shows, especially from the 90s and early 2000s, is the only thing that really differentiates them from anything that's, like, for adults is just the lack of swearing. Yeah, grow up and stop enjoying shit. See, I don't ever listen to, I don't listen to people, so I just kind of do what I want. And so, like, if I want to watch a show meant for, like, young adults, I'm going to. Now, with that in mind, like, YA literature, those books are never long enough or complex enough for my taste. But, although I say that, and I've recently read a YA book, that E-Lit book that I did a video on recently. That would be considered YA, but I'm quite fond of that, actually. That's pretty good. But the thing about it is, also one of my favorite books of all time is a YA book called Wild Side, which is about a in that gear room you can blast a hole so you can sip the monster quadrant later. Gear room. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Got any face huggers? No, not the nice face huggers either. Let's see. Once again, maybe that's in the original release? I don't know. I'm too tired. Yeah, I kind of got out of Duke Nukem for a little while. I really like the game, but like, man, the original Duke 3D just gets kind of boring, whereas this N64 port is just so good. Just before you enter the yellow key room. Oh, okay. Let me see. Before I get shot up by the Battle Lord there. That Battle Lord is ridiculous when it comes to, like, health and damage potential. I'm surprised I was ever able to beat this game as a kid. Just before you get to the yellow key. Let's see if we can't find that. Is not where you shrink the mini Battle Lord. Okay, I'm not seeing any, like, I'm not seeing anything. Unless, of course, that's it, because it's a slightly different color. Nah. We'll just kill the Battle Lord and be done with it. Look up. Unless that's it, but I think we just came from there. It's next to the gear. I'm like dying from like this sludge. Okay, fuck it. We're just gonna beat the level the normal way. We're just gonna beat it the normal way. We can do it live. To your left. I'm not seeing it. One of those things, like when I look at the footage later, I'm like, oh my god, what am I, an idiot? Oh my god, what am I, an idiot? I just saw it. That is, in my defense, that is kind of hidden. Thank you, Hunter of Popsicles. Alright, let's do it. I meant to hit F6, instead we're now in third person mode. I think Medic is still having Discord problems. Medic, if you can hear me, just go on your phone and just say fuck it to your computer. Alright, now we gotta... Now you can blast him with the plasma rifle, and it mostly works. The only thing is, like, the plasma rifle doesn't do that much damage. It doesn't do as much damage as you would think. Blast him! So, like, that's really impressive, right? But it didn't kill him. Zap. Brannigan. Yeah, we got 2 hits. Whereas the rockets would take a little while longer. But you gotta charge it up. So like if he's not in the right area and you're trying to kill him, he will blast you before you can get it charged up in time. But watching like adult entertainment, I don't mean like prawn, it's like, it's usually less complicated. I just look at that Armored Adventure show, mainly because I'm watching it a lot right now. I'm blasting through all of it, and I'm like, wow, you've got a great complex interplay between characters. Nobody's a complete and total bitch or cunt. Everybody kind of has a point. Like, they brought in Black Widow and Hawkeye, and it's like, oh, these are actually likable characters. Like, the villains are interesting and aren't just one-shot or one-note villains. I kind of like to compare that to like Invincible. I've read the comic and I've been watching the show, and the show is pretty simple compared to like Iron Man. It's got a lot of violence. It's got a lot of that. But it just doesn't. It doesn't really impress me that much. Like it's a good enough show, but. And the comic was good enough too, but I don't know. I never was a big fan of Robert Kirkman in the first place. I did not. By the time that stupid zombie show, Walking Dead, came out, I was done with zombies and had been. I didn't really care that much about zombies anyway, just because zombies were like, eh. Oh, it's The Walking Dead. It's basically a post-apocalypse. It's basically that generation's post-apocalyptic thing. Like back in the 80s, it was all about the nukes. Then in the 90s, it was some kind of like environmental issue, like some kind of pandemic. And then it's zombies, and now it's like some kind of green stuff, I guess.
I'm a zombie.
I don't know, maybe. My favorite zombie, like, silly zombie thing will always be Fido. Where, like, they have zombies as, like, you know, pets. And to, like, do manual labor. They're basically, like, regular droids from, Star Wars. And finally, you made it! Did Windows 11 finish stealing your identity and selling it to China? I mean, India? I mean, no, I can't say that. We get in trouble.
I just learned a very valuable lesson.
Oh?
Discord does not like VPNs with Tor and Onion routers.
Huh. I do not know. Because I do not know what a Tor is, other than just Star Wars.
It says, hi, you're in Pittsburgh, but you're also in Copenhagen. How?
Copenhagen. Häagen-Dazs. It's technically not ice cream. It's an ice cream-like product. So you got here just in time. We're playing some Duke Nukem 64. The mod with all the great music from the PlayStation version. Yeah, I was playing some PlayStation today, playing some Resistance Fall of Man, and I gotta tell you, it's trying so hard to be Halo, it's not even funny, and it doesn't succeed, like, at all, but it's kind of weird. Resistance Fall of Man is trying to be Halo, but looks like Gears of War. It has, like, the same kind of, like, biopunk enemies that Gears of War does. Did you ever play Resistance Fall of Man?
Oh, a long time ago, yes. I thought it had a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, but it kind of... The lore of Resistance is it's an alternate history thing where, like, the Tunguska meteor back in, like, the 19-teens carried a virus called the Chimera virus, and it's basically this, like, alien intelligence, kind of like the Tyranids from Warhammer 40k. They're intelligent, they're able to create technology and stuff. It's basically a hybrid of, like, the Grubs from Gears of War and the Flood from Halo. The only problem is, like, it lacks personality. Crap, run!
I like... Well, Nathan Hale is also kind of like the most generic, like, action hero name you can come up with.
That, or, like... Oh, what's the name of that guy? Or Alex. Alex is another one. Or Alec. How many characters in the early 2000s were called Alex or Alec?
Yeah, that's another one. Alec.
They were all named that. Pretty much only Halo ever got it right in having, like, a cool protagonist, and a cool world. None of them ever came close, unfortunately. That's why Halo always won. Speaking of Gears of War, I finished Gears of War 3, and it's great. So I started reading one of the Gears of War books that's supposed to take place after Gears of War 3. And I thought it was going to be good, right? You don't know who Michael Stackpole is, but if you did, you'd be like, Michael Stackpole, he's got to be great. Michael Stackpole wrote a bunch of Star Wars books in the 90s, and is considered one of the best Star Wars writers, by me at least. I'm sure Chainsaw would disagree, but like I'm a big fan of Michael Stackpole. Unfortunately, I think he drank the Kool-Aid because I like how Duke can like swim in the sludge, but if he's got his boots on, he's okay. He's not gonna die if he like drinks the radioactive sludge, but so long as his feet are okay, Quentin Tarantino will be happy. But yeah, I think Michael Stackpole has
some radioactive sludge.
I don't know. It might make you. It might just go to like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I always say
was
Taco.
thinking how like we have like cool superpowers.
That sounds the kind of sludge you're gonna be getting.
I want to be super based man.
Super credit check man, right?
That's Mr. Zijing.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they're not trying to take him down, that's for sure, because he's got all the monies. But let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like that Gears of War book is not good. Like, it is so modern, and it's like you don't notice that it's modern at first, but then they start talking about PTSD and mental disorders, and like, oh my god, it's modern, isn't it? And just the way Marcus Phoenix acts, the fact that Anya is like the one completely in charge. It's like, I don't know that. Here's the thing. Anya, of course, wouldn't just like do whatever Marcus Phoenix said, but in reality, both of them would be much more, you know, equal in what they would do. And then come to find out, and I did not know this, here's a spoiler for anyone who might care about garbage games that take place after original trilogies. Evidently Gears of War got the sequel trilogy treatment, and they killed off all the characters you like, including Anya. It's like, really? You're gonna kill off Anya? Really? You're gonna do that? Ugh. I hate modern day sequel anythings. You know?
Well, you see, you can't have anything that people like because then they can't give their messaging.
And they can't have the characters just have a happy ending, you know?
No.
Because, I mean, they killed off Cortana in Halo, and they killed off Anya. It's like, why? Why, people? Why, you fucking morons? And the thing is, you know...
I think it's them trying to think like, hey, look, we're cool, we're edgy, we're gonna kill the main character, haha. No one's done that before.
I guess they want to be like, just like George R.R. Martin, right?
Yeah, meanwhile, Naughty Dog's over here like, hold my beer.
Let's see, Marcus Baird and Cole are still around. Okay, well that's good. If they killed off Coltrane, I think I'd have to riot for a game that came out 10 years ago, but whatever. Let me tell you this, I'm not going to play Gears of War 4. I'm just not. And I'm not gonna play, I know you think Uncharted 4 is good, but after Uncharted 3, I don't know if I'm ready for Uncharted 4 yet, because my champion is always going to be Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 is such a good game. It's such good characters, a great villain. Uncharted 3 is just like mommy issues the video game.
But I will say this, it does have the happy ending you want.
Okay.
It doesn't pull the rug out and say, haha, fuck you, no. No, like, it is every bit the Uncharted you want. Even if I do consider it technically the weakest, it is worth a playthrough because the story is fucking good.
We'll see, we'll see. I did
And
not like...
Claudia Black gets her own DLC.
See, like, to me, it's like, eh? Is that something we really need, though? I don't know.
Yes.
So Gears of War 4...
you need it.
We'll see. We'll see. So Gears of War 4 was kind of like Halo 4. It was okay, but the fifth one was just complete trash. So will EA be like Halo Infinite? I'm not going to play it. I'm not even going to acquire it legally. because I don't know. It's like, see, like, even though I've gotten older, like, I still like video games. I never got so old that I don't like video games. It's just, I don't like bad video games. And I remind everybody, especially those of you who weren't here back at the very beginning of the channel, like, I called 2010's games way too modern to be good. Like, I was complaining about 2010's games as being just, oh, they ruined gaming, man. How little I knew. How little I knew then. So, it's...
Would you rather have Piss Filter back with great story, or gorgeous games with woke bullshit?
They don't even look good, though. That's the thing, they look like shit. It's like, modern day games look good in like a screenshot, but when you actually play them, they don't look that great. Like, so I'll take the Piss Filter and like some imagination any day of the week. Because like, even though, when I look at something like, Residence Fall of Man, I know it's Resistance, but it's an old joke that no one cares about. Resistance Fall of Man, like, that's a pretty advanced game. Oh my god, it's the monolith! To the monolith, we'll gain the advantage. But when you consider that, like, if Resistance Fall of Man was released today, people would like it. So, hold on, this is a part of the game that can get a little confusing, because the game is not at all clear what you're supposed to do. If I'm not mistaken, in order to progress, you go to the other side of the monolith, and it teleports you to where you need to go. And what we're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, is like, this isn't in a Nintendo game? Is this what we really needed in, like, you know, a Duke Nukem game? Now, like, the dead people in the astronaut suits, okay, that's one thing. But we're about to get some grade A gore here, and I'm like, why does this exist? Why did we need this? So, once again, somebody must have gotten dumped. Okay, somebody got dumped bad. And I just died, because I'm an idiot. Somebody got dumped bad. Like, this is somebody, we need to check their browser history. So, like, I don't know if this is in the original Duke 3D release, but, like, we got the dead women. Like, what the fuck is that? Why? Why do you need this? And there's a lot of them. Like, that is legitimately disgusting to me. I do not like it. I do not like it. I do not. And it just seems like so unnecessary for a Duke game. It's like, this is a game about like chewing bubble gum and eating wait, we don't want to say that. And then you got that? It's like, what? How do we go from like a happy, cheery game to Prey, the original one? It's like, I don't know that Duke Nukem really earned that. And it's just kind of there, and you just move on. It's I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Huh, you're originally going to use a spacesuit. That'd be kind of neat. Okay, let me see the chat here. On E-Day, just one trailer and that's it. Thinking Sony would remaster Resistance Trilogy. Nope. Resistance, I think, is probably just an also ran. I'm surprised it got 3 sequels. Prefer the 64 weapon sprites to the OG ones. And hello, Cyrus. I prefer the Duke 64 ones. They're more detailed, and there's just more weapons. So I'm a big fan of Duke 64 here. This is my preferred way to play the game. Now we're about to sequence break like you wouldn't believe. Really? We got that guy?
Dear.
Okay, fuck that guy. What'd you say?
Oh dear. Sequence break.
Oh yes, because we got 36 gallons of gas in our jetpack. Now, this level we could have played all of it, but we're Duke Nukem Masters here. I'm gonna grab that atomic health, and all you gotta do is just jump down here, and done. And done. What can I say? I'm just bad. Damn it, happened again. It's like, that's all you gotta do, is you just jump down that little, jump down the hole. Oh my. That solves so many problems, doesn't it? Damn it, fucking face huggers. I much prefer this music to the original. So, Triple X, would you want to see John Cena, you know, the China appreciator, as Duke Nukem?
No.
Thank you. Everybody's kind of going nuts about it. He was interviewed at like a fan thing, and he was like, they're asking, would you be Duke Nukem? And I'm like, I don't want John Cena as Duke Nukem. For one, he's too old. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to aging, I'm not going to say like, oh, he should only be somebody's granddad. But he's like, what, 50-something now? For me, if there's going to be a Duke Nukem, like, live-action thing, I want there to be some young actor that we've never seen before be given a chance to play an iconic character instead of just using these legacy actors.
We were talking about a live-action Wolfenstein movie.
Yeah.
And the only person I think that could do... Who was it? Maybe it wasn't that. Because we were talking about a movie, and I said Brian Bloom, the voice actor.
Oh, a Duke Nukem animated series.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, the man played Captain America, so he could play Duke Nukem. I'd watch it.
Yeah, I'd watch Brian Bloom do Duke Nukem.
But certainly not, you know, the China appreciator. And I don't mean the wrestler China either. I mean, like, no. I lost all respect for John Cena. I'm sure John Cena was a terrible guy anyway in real life, but since all these actors usually are, I know he was a wrestler first, but like, when he did like that ransom video for China, speaking Mandarin or whatever, it's like, no. Just no. It's like... And he's not a good actor either. Like, I've seen, he did some kind of TV show for, DC. The guy with, like, the silver head, whatever the fuck his name is.
Homelander? Peacemaker?
The only reason we couldn't really use John St. John is because John St. John is getting really old, so he may not be with us long enough to make a Duke Nukem TV show. But I mean,
unless
if they
it was like retired Duke.
Yeah, it's like, that's the only problem, is all these people are unfortunately just getting so old now. I don't like it. Yeah, Peacemaker was god-awful and terrible, and he can't act. Like, he can't even play, you know, like, Chud very well. He just comes off as very disingenuous. Let's see. Kind of peeved about the whole attempt on the press. Going to happen today. Yeah. Yeah, we had another Assassini attempt on the president's life, and all I can say is, you know, let's be reasonable here, people. When they say that people on the right are evil and terrible, I'd like to ask where all the Assassini attempts were on, you know, President aircraft carrier. You know, I'm just saying. Where did did you hear what happened with the SPLC the other day? Oh yeah, the Southern Poverty Law Center. They basically are the ones that are saying everything's racist, sexist, blah blah blah. Well, come to find out, they were actually funding all the racist, sexist, blah blah blahs. Oh dear. Because nothing drives up successful donations for anti-racism other than successful acts of racism, even pretty when much. They are the perpetrators of said racism. And so, I think, like, that stupid guy that I hate, what the fuck was his name? Nick Fuentes apparently, like, left the country because he was getting paid by him. It's like, oh dear. Okay, so in the original Duke 3D, you could walk up to the statue of the geisha and she would flash you her, porcelain titties. Obviously, you don't have that in this game. But you could do that. Also, we got the Blues Brothers. I like that more than just a random, like, you know, geisha woman. You know, I like the Blues Brothers. That was that's a classic 80s movie. I don't care that they were all like out of their minds on cocaine, you know. I mean, it's the 80s. Who wasn't out of their mind on cocaine? Am I right?
I was too young to be out of my mind on cocaine.
And it's, thankfully, you can save the babes. Except for that one. What's the point of that, though? I want to know. It's so dark for, you know, the 90s. Even, like, certainly no modern game would do that unless, like, it was disparaging, like, male characters. But anyway. Fortunately, Jonte John officially voiced Duke 3 times in the last 30 years. That is so sad. And yeah, the Bulletstorm, like, Duke Nukem thing was not very good. I mean, he's just kind of there. 3 orange whips. Pfft. I prefer the PlayStation soundtrack to no music because music to me can make or break a game. Damn it. You see, like, Duke Nukem just doesn't seem like it earns the whole, like, oh, you can't save everyone. It's like, this is Duke Nukem, okay? This is not like Doom or something. Even Doom doesn't go that far. That's one of the few things I didn't like about Halo 2 is you had to try to protect the female Marines. Because you didn't want to see them die. And of course they were all voiced by Michelle Rodriguez, because why would they not be? She was like the Vasquez of that era. I already hated the aliens. They didn't go that far. Oh, Spec Ops: The Line. Everybody went nuts about that back then. I was kind of ambivalent towards it. I mean, the reason why I've always been ambivalent towards Spec Ops is just, I don't know that it was really... People said that, like, it was necessary, man, to, like, show what real war looks like. And I'm like, okay, but it's not as though, like, these Call of Duty games at the time were all, like, pro-war, for-war kind of stuff. Like, it had a lot of anti-war stuff in it, too. Like, you sent me, Triple X the other day, some audio recordings of, like, people getting killed in Modern Warfare 3. Like, that's some dark shit. Now, did you play Spec Ops: The Line?
Wait. I'm trying to remember what I sent you. In,
it was some ripped audio from Modern Warfare 2 when the Russians are invading DC.
Oh. The guy that breaks down the radio chatter in the background.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Nobody pays attention to that radio chatter in the background, but when you do, you're like, holy fuck, this is dark.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Now, there's no way that would actually work in any sort of realistic setting. I mean, once again, the actual Russians in the real world couldn't even invade Kiev or anything, and so there's no way they were getting across the Atlantic with anything intact. Like, it's not gonna happen. Where's the fucking red door? Did somebody paint it black again?
God damn it, I was just about to say that.
And it seems like they did.
You motherfucker. I was just about to say that.
And yeah, I decided to stream today because Triple X got some time in between his adulting. So he used to be cool, man. Or like, no. The used to be cool, man, that's okay. You know why that's okay? Because, oh, I think I know where I'm supposed to go now. Because at least that's like something with like some actual confidence. The modern day passive aggressive bullshit. Oh, I gotta find the blue key, which I have not found, to get to where I think I need to go.
Oh, it's in California.
What's in California?
The blue key.
Oh my god. I think we're in California right now in this game. Oh, there's the blue key. Wow, I'm an idiot. I walked past it like 15 times. But no, the passive aggressive thing is like, oh, when people get old, they just don't have time for their friends, man. It's like, oh my god. Just grow a pair, people. Stop complaining. Find solutions to problems. This, of course, is a complete reference to the classic Blues Brothers, where they play like a biker bar, I think, and they play like the theme from Rawhide, which is some cowboy show I've never seen. Now, of course, in the original, you just got like a random geisha chick like shaking her titties. I like how they repurposed the stripper sprite, and it looks the same. They just have a little. She just has a little more clothes on. And there's the unaltered prostitute sprite. I would not pay her any money at all. I like how they put one on the table. Duke, will you ever learn? See, one of Duke Nukem's superpowers is to resist any and all STDs. It's like, he could literally spend like 3 days with SS Sniper Wolf, and he'll be perfectly fine afterwards. No gonorrhea whatsoever. Oh, crap. Oh, you bastard. It's a good thing I saved. And hello, Neji. Yeah, Ramirez, defend the Burger Town. I mean, realistically, like, that's a conflict. The whole, like, Red Dawn issue, like, that would have gone nuclear so fast. Once you saw those Russians heading towards there, Sack would have blown the shit out of them. So, yeah. But you know what? It's fine. It's a video game. It's not meant to be taken that seriously. But I remember that. I remember beating Modern Warfare 3. Really, I like the multiplayer a bit more than the single player, though. I played that quite a bit more. That's one of the few times you'll ever hear me say that. That is a reference to something, but I don't know what. Some random devil-looking guy. So have you ever gone to one of those weird, like, carousel sushi places?
Weird carousel, like, shooty type places?
Sushi, you know, like this. You'll see it in the thing. Where it's
like an Ichiban.
I guess that's what they say.
Yeah, I've been there.
I wouldn't know. I'm from Texas. I'm sure there's places like that here, but I've never been. I have gone to one of those Benihanas, though, where they, like, make the food at your table. That was fun. But other than that, it's like, meh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's cool and all, but meh. Give me a nice steak any day. I had a nice steak today. Duke himself in DNF is kind of a plot point. Is a clone of General Graves. Mom MILF clothes. There's a COD game that does take place a little bit in Nam, and that's Black Ops 1. Red Dawn, the movie. Craig's hand on because it's a dumb gun movie for teenagers because it showed what America under communism would look like. Yeah, it looks like Portland. Yeah, Red Dawn is kind of a scary movie to watch because you just see... But it's also more complex than people make it out to be, because, like, the Cuban colonel is actually, like, saying, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't, like, slaughter all the civilians, and he actually lets Patrick Swayze's brother, like, go at the end of the movie. And it's a very heroic character. People forget about that. Yeah, Red Dawn's pretty good, but it's just disturbing to see America get invaded. It's not really realistic that such a thing could happen, but it's like, I don't want to have to shoot any Russians. There's actually a big, like, bunch of forum posts on that from, like, the early 2000s to kind of flesh out the Red Dawn verse. They weren't able to reactivate the Battleship Texas, but they did install a missile battery on there. Wow, I can't talk today. The movie America, I've seen that. COD World War I. I don't know that could work just because there's not enough automatic weapons. Battlefield Juan tried that, and it was basically a diesel punk game. I always hate it when people call stuff steampunk when it really isn't. Steampunk is late 1800s. Diesel punk is early 1900s. So like Wolfenstein is diesel punk, with a little bit of atom punk thrown in. Anything that uses, you know, gasoline or diesel can't, by definition, be steam. But like all the normies, man, they just don't get it, man. Yeah, Shrapnel City is much more, it's much more like realistic, whereas those sci-fi levels are kind of esoteric. They could kind of take place anywhere. Now, there's a Easter egg in the original PC release where you can find the crew of the Enterprise D. I'm not sure if it's in this version of the game. I mean, I can kind of live without the big D. I could live without it just a little bit. Especially since this RPG actually has animated missiles. And that PSX soundtrack, oh, it's beautiful. You know, you PlayStation fans and your Red Book audio, pfft, you think you're so good because you can put your CDs in like CD players and play them. You know what? We like our cartridge music, damn it. We don't even need music. We can make our own music with Blackjack and, well, I don't. Steampunk kind of sucks most of the time. Kerosene punk, yeah, I can see that. I really like that one Russian officer. It might have been the Spetsnaz captain, where he has like this really awesome like submachine gun. It's actually a Polish submachine gun, and in real life, it's not actually any good, but it looks awesome though. Okay, let's go ahead and save.
Are you referring to the Breitling?
The what?
The Breitling?
Okay, say again.
You're talking about really awesome submachine guns?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Breitling?
The Breitling. I don't know what that is, or if I do,
maybe I'm mistaking the. Yeah, I'll do it after the stream.
Because it's a Polish submachine gun, so I'd probably have some name that no one in America could ever pronounce. Blast him. The CD player on the PS1. I mean, there was a time when like CD players were ridiculously expensive. You remember Wayne's World, where like they get $5,000 and they go and spend like $2 grand of it just on a CD player.
Yeah, with 5-second skip protection.
Can you imagine that? I didn't get a CD player until I was like until the early 2000s, when I got a portable CD player. It also coincided when I could actually write my own CDs. I thought it was so awesome to be able to have like, you've got, you know, ZZ Top, and then Black Sabbath, and then Ozzy, and then like Judas Priest, all on the same CD.
Priest.
Yeah, all on the same CD. It's like, oh my god. The Gymatic also appears in Cobra. Nice. So port to an exotic combination. Exactly. Mass Effect demo is almost less than a month away. Awesome. Can't wait to play it. The Beast from 1988, directed by Kevin Reynolds. I haven't heard of that one. A Polish SMG made by a teenager. Oh, it's the Gymatic. Okay. Yeah, I never got into Thief. I've tried playing it. Did you ever try to play Thief, Triple X?
Once, yes.
And did you die on the first level?
And I never touched it again.
I get that, like, I know it's a classic. I know everybody loves it, but it's like, blech. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around. There's a line that I really like in Gears of War 3, where like, Marcus and the crew are trying to like sneak a little bit, and like you can fuck it up easy and the game doesn't care, and Marcus is all like, screw this stealth shit, smoke him, and you just start shooting the grubs. It's like, yes, thank you.
Bad news.
Oh no.
Disaster has befallen me.
What?
I'm on my patio watching the stream, and there's about 15 deer making their way towards me.
Shoot him! I mean, yeah, shoot him.
I'm not armed!
Yeah, well, you need to get your 270 Winchester and harvest us some sweet, sweet, sweet venisons.
I was thinking more of like the M60 pig.
No, they'll damage the meat. Because, like, venison is very, very delicious and very expensive.
Oh, fuck yeah, the venison is tits.
I don't get much of that shit. Thief is kind of cool, but it's super long. Yachty-matic. Okay. Yeah, mid-game saving is always annoying. Or the lack of it, I should say. System Shock 2, still need to play it. Still need to play some System Shock 2. I was going to do a Let's Play of it about 10 years ago, and ultimately that kind of fell through. Okay, I have no band-aids. No band-aids. Honestly, if I was going to play a Thief game, it would probably be the 2014 version, just because it would have all those quality of life things. I know that the Thief game is basically just a ripoff of Dishonored, but I like Dishonored. It's like a stealth game for stupid people, like me.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Dishonored can be pretty fucking hard, though, at times.
Yeah, but like, you've got that teleportation move, so like you don't have to be really good at stealth to like get off level 1, you know? Yep, I knew I was gonna die when I hit the ground. No, don't fall, Duke! I need health so badly. Oh yeah, there's gonna be another Alien Isolation game, isn't there? I love how the teaser trailer literally lasts like a second. And I think all you see is like the logo. It's like, oh my god, the logo! I've never seen... Wait, say again?
Spooky logo.
Like, oh man, I've never seen one of those before. We'll see. I mean, come on, it's 2026. It's unlikely it's gonna be any good. But maybe it will be. Maybe it will. But I'm not going to hold my breath. Damn it. I ain't holding my breath. Now, there's going to eventually be, when all your adulting is done, a little, after-action report on, Alien Isolation, because I haven't really talked about it since, like, 2020. So that's 6 years ago. Oh, dear. But my opinion on that game has changed a little bit. It's a good game, but like, it's just a hard game to want to like come back to because it does last so long. It's like, oh my god, that game takes forever to beat. I think the gameplay kind of gets a little repetitive as time goes on as well.
Yeah, it does. I ain't gonna lie. And there was that whole, you know, spoiler alert, where you jettison the alien and you're like, well, that's it for that. Up until they're like, oh no, way more aliens.
Yeah. I would prefer an Aliens FPS, but where you don't play as, and I'm not making this up, I swear this is true, I did a video on this. This is a real character, a diverse woman of color that's also disabled. Yes, there is an Aliens FPS where you play as that character, and I reviewed it last year. It's not bad, but oh my god, they were ticking every box they could possibly think of, you know? I mean, that's just insulting. Like, can you imagine, you know, like, imagine you were a diverse individual that had a disability. Would you want to actually play as one, though? I'm just saying.
No. I've had this conversation with other people, and it's like, if you're wheelchair bound, you don't dream about being a wheelchair fighter. You dream about running and jumping and kicking people.
And so, yeah, I mean, I like how the pig cops are just like staring at the wall. I don't even want to know what they're doing over there. They're doing nothing now because they're bunches of guts. Let's see, phone's charging on the PS4. Huh. Let's see. Good as you can't even jump except in marked locations. That's annoying. Play that one user map that's full of tight hallways with fake walls. Ugh, no. Yeah, I would like another Aliens versus Predator game. I mean, it's not hard to make, but once again, I guarantee you, you'd probably play as a diverse, you know, disabled person again. That's why anything that reeks of the modern, I just can't stand, because it's so fake. It's so disingenuous. Like that Gears of War 3 book, it's just like... You can immediately tell when something was written in like the 2020s. We'll see if Mando and Grogu can like break that and actually be good, but I'm pressing every X to doubt. Oh yeah, Triple X, did you see the trailer for the new Street Fighter movie?
No, but Najee ran it past me.
Alright. As I mentioned in last night's stream, the only Street Fighter anything you need to see is not necessarily the Raul Julia version, but instead the anime. And I'll tell you why. The Chun-Li shower scene. Oh my, you see everything. Okay, you see all of the Chun-Li-ness. The Chun-Li-ness. And let's put it this way, those Japanese animators, they like the female form. Oh yes, they did. Damn it, fucking Battlelord. I got like 12. Do I seriously have no health? Okay, yeah, I got nothing. I'm screwed.
Oh dear.
Although, when I say like the, you just got to try to find the unrated like English dub, because you want to see the Chun-Li scene, of course, but the English dub is hilarious. Like it is. The English dub is really, really fun. And also, Bryan Cranston is actually one of the characters in one of his earlier roles. Before he became, you know, the HAL 9000. And also Walter White. I still think Breaking Bad's a little overrated for what it is, but whatever. Are there Doom fan maps where the Cyber Demon appears as a regular enemy? Yes, there's a whole bunch of those. People like to be assholes when they make some of those maps. Italian breadcrumb chicken, not bad. Oh, the flood zone level. Okay, this level is fucking annoying. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, this level is really annoying if you don't know what to do. You can find yourself doing laps all goddamn day long. Because where you need to go is literally behind a wall that looks almost like every single wall in the game. It is, in a word, goddamn ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna use our jetpack. It's one thing, another thing I hate about Reddit is like, oh, nobody's gonna ever have a jetpack because, they're impractical. It's like, oh, fuck off, Reddit. Why don't you go try to... Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. Oh yeah, evidently, the attempted Assassini, was an independent developer. One wonders, right? One wonders. Now, have you read anything about like what that idiot was trying to do and all the rest? The presidential assassin. Triple X, you still there? Hello?
I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere.
You and your adulting. Who needs sleep? Just slam about 50 Red Bulls. You'll wake up and then have a heart attack, but whatever.
I'm actually drinking a Monster orange creamsicle drink. It is so good.
I never really liked those energy drinks. They never gave me enough energy.
I don't like them either, just because to me they're like not really good for you. But if you want that jolt, man, 10 out of 10, and it tastes good as hell.
I remember trying to drink some of those monsters back in the ancient days, and they tasted like rancid Sprite mixed with urine. Not that I would know.
Yeah. My sister and I used to say the same about Red Bull, how it tastes like, you know, piss strained through a sweaty gym sock.
Yeah, those were not good. They were not.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've done a lot of kinky things, but I have never, ever in my life drank anything strained through a gym sock.
That would be bad, yes.
That was a
Duke
double joke.
I'll have to take your word for it. It's my brain's
I
tired.
negated not saying the one thing just to say I never did the lesser of the two gross things.
Oh. I guess that
Now
was
you
your trip to
get
Germany, huh?
it. Yes, my inner German's coming out. I am sorry. Achtung!
You know, there was a book I read a long time ago in a galaxy.
Hey, wait a minute. What does that say? What does that flashing neon say?
I think in the original game it was like something sexual, but I think here it just says hotel. We'll come back to it in just a second.
It looked like it said something naughty. I swear to Christ, I saw a gamer word.
No, I think it just says hotel. Another Battle Lord. I do not like Battle Lords, they are annoying. They made a fan named Doom 1 engine. I don't want it to be called Doom 3 Exorcism. Yeah, there is a Doom 3, like, made in the original Doom engine. I don't know if it's actually good or not. Red Bull tastes like leaded gasoline. And then Green Monster is shit. Yes, it is. Yui Bowl is not a hack director, he's trolling genius. Well, I mean, he did make that Postal movie, which was very much like the game. So, there's that. I never played Postal 1, but I did play Postal 2. And Postal 2 is definitely an interesting experience. A very dated experience. Because how many people would even know who Gary Coleman is?
Did you ever see the movie Rampage?
You know, there's two different ones. One by Yui Bowl, which is actually supposed to not be too bad, and then one with The Rock that's based upon the classic N64 game, Rampage World Tour.
Well, then there's a third movie.
No?
It's about a young man who gets fed up with life, and he builds a bulletproof suit head to toe.
Yeah, that's the Yui
and
Bowl
goes
one.
on a small. Is it?
Yeah, that's one of his better movies because it's not complete ridiculous trash.
I always thought that might actually have made a better Postal movie than Postal.
But then that would have lacked a lot of the comedy. Because have you ever played any of the Postal games?
No.
Okay, so then that really wouldn't, because Postal's not like that. That says, oh my god, you're right, that does look kind of like a certain word, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Let's see, Alley Cat Lounge, but that's not what that looks like if you just look at it quickly. It's like, oh my, how do they get away with that in a Nintendo game, I wonder?
Yeah, I don't mean to point that out on stream, but I was like, that does not say what I think it says.
Okay, so here's where the game gets annoying if you don't know what you're doing. Which I did not when I first played this. I'm running out of scuba gear.
Do you know what scuba stands for? 2 points on offer.
Oh man, I don't. I know it. I can't remember what it stands for, but I know it stands for. Yeah, fuck it, I give up. I'm too tired.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna pause so I don't run out. Oh, I got plenty of oxygen. Okay. If you don't know that one of these walls is slightly transparent, when the stream catches up with my gameplay, tell me if you see it. If you didn't know to look there, you'd be like, where the fuck do I go? It's slightly transparent. You have to find that. If you don't, you can't progress in the level. Unless I guess you cheat, but... It's just one of those things that, like, oh man, if you don't know to look right there, you're fucked. You are screwed.
Please tell me Michael Douglas didn't die.
Michael Douglas? Where do you see that?
Agnostic made a quote, and it says, "Rip defense." And I'm like, please tell me he's just talking about the character and not the actor.
It's probably the character. Michael Douglas isn't that old. 5-hour energy. Oh, I know that. Sometimes that pops into my head like, what did I do to my body when I drank that? So, about 12 years ago in the year 2014, I was dealing with some emotional issues, and I decided to drive all the way across the country to Utah. It doesn't really matter why. It's stupid no matter what.
I know why you drove there.
I know you know, but I'm not gonna like say it.
I know exactly why you drove there.
Because if you're gonna leave home for a little while at least, thankfully I came back within like 6 months, but you would not want to go to like a non-based location, right? But anyway, I did not stop at any hotel, so I drove for 24 hours straight. And those 5-hour energies do not last 5 hours. Let's put it that way. But I kind of cringe when I think what I was doing to my body. No. I think I was in my early 20s.
More like hour-and-a-half energy.
Yeah, that is more like it. And I'm the kind of guy that I don't drink soda pops. I don't drink anything but just water. You know? I'm drinking water right now. So,
you know what my favorite thing is to drink, honest to God, and you can laugh at me if you want, but I love a bottle of water with like a Crystal Light packet mixed in for flavor.
I can see that. See, the thing is, like, I like the taste. If I ever moved to a different state, I'd have to do that, because I've tasted water from out of state, both California and Utah, and it tastes like shit. Well, that's not actual fecal matter, but you know what I mean.
Dude, I swear to God, the more we talk, the more I fall in love with you. I thought I was the only one who had that problem.
Yeah, you're like,
I can't stand water. Like, the only water that's ever tasted good out of the faucet was when I lived in the north side.
Well, I never drank tap water. I don't drink tap water. I drink, like, spring water, but, like, unless it comes from, like, Texas, it tastes like shit. Tap water is like...
You know what? The best water I ever drank in my life, aside from when I was in a coma and I stole that glass of water, was when you were a kid with your friends and you'd go to that cool person's house that had the garden hose that let you drink from it. That was the best.
See, I'm gonna... basically make myself look bad. You see, like, I did drink out of the garden hose, but I remember, this is in the 90s, by the way, because I'm old enough that I was a 90s kid, you know. However, I remember when somebody asked if I wanted to drink something, my first instinct wasn't, garden hose water. It was actually, a Sprite. I was like, oh yeah, I'll have a Sprite, thanks. And they handed me a garden hose. Like, what the fuck is this? That legitimately happened. That legitimately did indeed happen. I didn't say what the fuck is this, because you don't swear in Texas, but at least not at that time. But it was like, what? What's this garden hose? I don't want that. So yeah. What can I say?
When we were kids, we knew every house that was cool, that didn't care if we used the garden hose as long as we like hung it back up.
Yeah, but to me,
we never went in. We never went in. If you went in, there was always a risk that you weren't allowed back out.
See, that's the thing. That's why I'm proud to be from Texas because I don't have to worry about that kind of shit. Or maybe it's just because
and two, our age also helps because we remember a time where we had to be creative with our imagination.
Yeah, that's a fact. But like, no, like for me, you gotta remember, I'm not like a city kid, so that wasn't like, oh, you can't go back out there, Johnny boy. Instead, it's like, come back when you can. That sort of thing. Tap water tasted better in... Let's see, hold on. Crystal Light Lemonade. Yeah, that stuff's not too bad. Michael Douglas is 81. Oh my god. And hello, Riley. Yeah, $50. I got a few of those. My favorite one will always be the Texas Centennial. Look, if you're from Texas, you gotta be proud that you're from Texas, okay? And I'm one of those horribly, like, jingoistic Texas kind of guys, as you might imagine. So I have my Texas Centennial $50. I do not want to say how much I paid for it, but I was very happy to have it. And when state quarters were a thing, I collected I would not spend a Texas quarter. Because Texas.
I still have that Texas quarter with your name on it.
I appreciate it. But I never spent my Texas quarters. I always saved them because there's the red key. I thought somebody painted it black, but they didn't. Because then they would get in trouble for cultural appropriation. We can't have that, can we?
No.
Uh-oh, Reddit's not gonna like us today. City and country. Yeah, the 1963 quarters did indeed... The old quarters did indeed have silver in them. Got a few of those in my collection. Yeah, earlier I was talking about how, like, I always find it annoying when, you've got some of these idiots on social media saying, like, when you get a certain age, you can't enjoy certain things because you're too old to enjoy it. You know, like, animated shows that are supposed to be for kids or something. And how, I'm a big fan of Iron Man Armored Adventures. I've been watching the whole thing just back to back. Binge watching it, as the cool kids have been known to say. And some would say that at age 37, you should not watch such a thing. But I'm like, okay, why not? It's my choice to watch what I want to watch. Now, there are exceptions. Like, you wouldn't want to watch, like, Peppa Pig, assuming that's animated.
No Peppa Pigs.
But, you know, like, Iron Man Armored Adventures is every bit as good as any sort of, like, mature show. It just doesn't have a lot of blood or the sexy times in it. Which, I don't know that too many shows... If
Peppa Pig made a bodysuit and, like, blew shit up, I'd watch that.
I don't know. Climb trees, we'd swing from a tree. That's awesome. Superman the Animated Series. Yeah, that is a classic. It is more mature than just about any Superman show ever released. I mean, same thing with Batman the Animated Series. And that's the thing. I don't feel bad about saying that I like those kind of shows. I think, like, for the logic I think they're using, if they're using any logic at all, which they probably aren't, is that, oh, when you reach a certain age, you would find it so immature that you shouldn't be able to derive any enjoyment from it. But it's like, come on. If you ever watch, like, Justice League, oh my god, once they were on cable, holy crap, I rewatched an episode of that a couple days ago where, like, there's this purple guy, I forget his name, that puts this plant on Superman that makes him, like, imagine his ideal life, and at the end of the episode he basically has to leave and everybody dies in front of him. It's like, holy shit, you know, for kids. So, yeah, I mean...
Nothing says, you know, edutainment for kids than genocide.
And so it's like, how is that? And the thing is, like, what the difference between that and, say, something like Invincible is an incredibly simplistic show, by the way. But, you know, it's got the blood. And they say the F word, you know. It's like that doesn't make it. It doesn't make it, you know, mature. Batman Beyond. Oh my God, Batman Beyond. That is a dark ass show. The thing I like about that Iron Man show is it's Batman Beyond is basically teenage Batman. It's a new Batman named Terry McGinnis, but he's a teenager. That show is fucking dark. The Iron Man show, season 1 is nice, light entertainment. It's happy entertainment. Okay, it's something happy. You know, we live in a world where they just tried to shoot the president again. Again, this is not the first time. This is literally the third time in as many years that they've tried to take out the president. So, you know, you want to watch something happy. Second season is a lot more dark. They bring in Dr. Doom, and they actually make him cool and give him a really scary, distorted voice. Okay, we just took some vitamin X by accident. Pick up the med kit, or do I already have it? Yeah, I guess I must have. Okay. We got vitamin X. It's like, I need to take my peptides. You ever look at like social media, XXX, and it's like all these gun tubers talking about how they're on like every drug known to man because they feel like they're low T? It's always kind of disturbing, I think. Peppa Pig Cop. And hello, X Grilson. Just watched Invincible. The animation looks... The animation's okay in that Invincible show. Like, it's obviously not the best, but when you consider that, like, they're trying to pay a bunch of famous actors... That's another thing about modern animation. It's like they want to have, like, all the famous actors. It's like, come on, just get voice actors so you don't have to have half the budget go to one guy. Let's see, never watched Invincible. Okay, Stripperella. Oh, Stripperella. I remember that. That was on Spike TV. As a young whippersnapper, I really wanted Stripperella to be like way sexier than it was. It had Pamela Anderson, right? I was very disappointed that it didn't have that much cheesecake. It's more like, you know, a cheese muffin almost, or it was a cheesecake muffin. It was very disappointing.
I don't know how I feel about a cheesecake muffin.
Well, it's like, do you want like a nice slice of cheesecake, or do you want like a tiny little cheese morsel?
Good point.
Like the Queen song, I want it all. Except nothing but the best. Have very high standards for everything. Have the money for better animation. Let's see, the thing is, theoretically they have money for the animation, but they'd rather just give them a big paycheck instead of actually, you know, putting it into the actual stuff. Because, like, does Rings of Power look like it's worth the $80 badillion they paid for that? And of course, it's, you know, not a show that anyone would actually want to watch. Oh no, is this gonna be the one I think it is? No, it's not. Good, because I don't know if I want to try to do Area 51 on stream, because that's an annoying thing. Batman meets a Batman from a far future and then tries to kill him to save the future. I think there's a comic based on that, but... And we got a 3D animated water tower. I mean, sometimes the console ports can be better. Sometimes. Let's see. The Boys is pretty bland, yes. It is just the same old generic shit that you see, like, in any kind of modern day TV. The thing about, like, Invincible is even the comic wasn't very good, but I'll tell you, they changed up a few things to make it extra modern for the for the modern audience. And one of the things they do is one of the villains is a guy named Conquest. That's his name. And in the comic, he's kind of just, you know, a big bruiser kind of villain. Oh no, in the show, this is a meme now. For some reason, they have this conquest guy give this speech of like, I'm so lonely, no one likes me, and he's like, and then he starts beating the crap out of the Invincible character. It's like, let me ask you something, Triple X. If you're an evil villain, would you confess to the guy you're about to like eradicate how lonely you are? I think Triple X fell asleep. We need to give him some 5-hour energy.
I did not.
He fell asleep.
Why would I confess? Why would I confess to somebody?
Well, no, like, I was talking about how, like, there's a villain named Conquest, and in the TV show Invincible, he's all like, he's talking to the hero, he's all like, I'm so lonely, people don't like me. It's just so stupid.
I can't stand when a villain is, like, trying to be, like, sympathetic.
But he's not even that, he's not even sympathetic, he's still just a one-eyed bastard that wants to kill everybody, and does. But just like out of the blue, he like leans up to like Invincible, and he's all like, I'm just so lonely, man. It's just, oh man, it's so bad. Secondary fire modes for FPS games. I kind of like it. It's a little bit of complexity, but you know, half the time you forget the secondary fire's even there, so it never gets used that much. Primitive War.
Is your phone with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Got it. Let's see. Primitive War? No, I have it sitting on my hard drive. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've not read the book either. Although I am aware that it is a book. Just haven't gotten around to it. I've been watching me a lot of Iron Man. Let's see. Do you like a grenade as part of your weapons belt? Do you like dedicated separate grenade button? I like the separate grenade button because it's hard to like bring out the grenade and then throw it. Because like by the time you've done that, you're either dead or you could have just used a different weapon entirely. So I definitely am a big fan of the G key. Because it makes it so much more efficient. And you don't accidentally blow yourself up. Is that he told Mark that because Mark wasn't going to live to tell anyone? I get that, but it's like, would he really do it though? It just, I don't know. It just seems like that's the over-emotional stuff. I mean, I like emotional storytelling as much as the next man, but it's like, it's just, I don't know that we needed that. Like, can you imagine like Darth Vader being all like, Luke, I'm so lonely in this suit. It's like, I don't see that happening, you know. It's just like, I feel like that kind of cheapens the character a little bit. Kind of reduces the malice codicillium. Secondary mode to replace iron sights. Klondike bar or bomb pop? Klondike bar. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you vote communist? Never. Better dead than never mind.
Ooh. I don't know, General. I might have to disagree with you on that one.
Wait, voting communist or a Klondike bar?
Klondike bar.
Well, just remember, if you vote communist, the Klondike bar is going to be made out of sawdust and human semen. I mean, where do you think they can get the chocolate the vanilla filling? They're not going to be making ice cream. They're going to be making like boilerplate for tanks.
Those red, white, and blue bomb pops are delicious.
They'll be made out of blood and viscera.
Have you ever had the astronaut ice cream sandwiches?
Oh man, a long time ago.
Oh, they're better than regular ice cream sandwiches, in my opinion.
I haven't had one in a very long time. This is the episode 3, Shrapnel City. Where Duke Nukem is back in Los Angeles. As is not glorious in Nippon. I've never been to Los Angeles. I've only ever been to Sacramento, and then only a very small part of that. Just someone's house, and then Barnes and Noble, and the movie theater where I went to see the first Avengers. And I will tell you this: Avengers 1, meh. Meh. I even felt it was meh at the time. The most memorable thing about that particular movie was a guy in the theater had a really funny cough that became a bit of a meme. He was like, and it's like, wow. I never forgot the cough. The movie, though, the movie is just bleh. Summer of '96 was the first time I tried a Klondike bar. Fish sticks, bleh. Peaches, however.
Don't tell me fish sticks are off limits.
Fish sticks are a big fat meh to me. I mean, I'm not a big fish guy, you know. Fish, I'm ambivalent towards the fishies.
I don't like the fish either, but I like fish sticks.
Yeah, the second Captain America movie, I don't know if I want to do Area 51 just because. Let's see how much time we got. Yeah, we don't have time for Area 51. But I don't know if we can actually progress. I think we have to do Area 51, don't we? 3D Realms, Prop
How about
Department.
Area 51, the arcade garden?
It's a classic. Peach iced tea. Okay, my brain immediately went to that god-awful BVS. In BVS, and I swear this is true. This sounds like I'm joking or making it up. Have you seen BVS, Triple X?
BVS.
Batman v Superman?
No.
Okay, thank God whatever God you may or may not believe in, you never saw it, because BVS, in this movie, Lex Luthor literally urinates in a bottle and gives it to a U.S. senator, and it's labeled peach tea. You might be asking why. Also, the guy playing Lex Luthor is the guy who played Mark Zuckerberg, so yeah. So, yeah, it was not good. Yeah, we're
now every
Area
time I
50.
think of peach tea, I'm going to be thinking of that.
You're welcome. If I have to suffer, so do you.
Misery loves company.
It's like, oh my God, that movie was bad. It was 3 hours of garbage. You can see why the Snyderverse died. Zack Snyder cannot make a movie to save his life. Except for Watchmen.
You know, if there's one person that really hates him is Lynn Cara.
Bay War tonight at 9 p.m. I'd watch Bay War.
You ever see the Jesse Eisenberg movie American Ultra?
No, never even heard of it until I read the second. Also, drink wonderful cola. Go on.
You know what MK Ultra is, right?
Yes. You know, it's kind of crazy.
Imagine, like... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it's kind of crazy. That actually was talked about on PBS of all things back when I was a kid. Like, that, they didn't hide it. They didn't say it was, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. They talked about it. That was back when even mainstream media had to be somewhat honest, believe it or not. But go on about it.
So, I watched American Ultra, and it was kind of like if Pineapple Express was like... Imagine Pineapple Express meets Jason Bourne meets Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Huh. That doesn't sound too bad.
No, it was actually really good.
But Jesse Eisenberg, I guess he kind of moved on from acting and is now doing whatever he does. I am glad I have never been on a subway in my life. Imagine being stuck in a sardine can with a bunch of psychopaths.
We have a subway, but I never ever ride it.
Yeah, unless you have like a Gorget on.
I wouldn't go without a full hazmat PPE.
Okay, let's use our jetpack, our wolf pack. Oh yeah, 300 wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I haven't seen that in a long time. Dawn of the Dead remake wasn't too terrible. But I have not seen 300 in a long time. And I can either confirm or deny that MK Ultra could be responsible for anything. It's probably just orbital wobble. And no one's gonna ever get that
orbital
joke.
wobble.
Cool.
That's from a classic Spoonie video. Ugh. Ooh. Ugh. To think that there was a time when I used to sit on a solid wood chair for hours at a time to play video games.
Do you have a gamer chair now?
Yeah. But when I was a kid, the computer was at the kitchen table and I would play games on it for hours and hours and hours. It was the most uncomfortable wooden chair you could ever imagine. But you know what? I had buns of steel back in those days. I guess when you get old, you just need like an ergonomic cushion or something. Enemy assaulting train. Oh my god. Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera. They both kind of look the same, I think. I need to look at. Oh yeah, you sent me a message. I forgot. I got stuck. I got too busy playing the game. Okay.
No, that's okay. Just so you got some context why.
Alright. Now, okay, now see, it automatically transitions to the explosive shells. If you don't know that, you'll blow yourself up every time. Well, I kind of need those right now. Dragon's Breath rounds.
Did you see they make them for pistols now?
That is very weird, and kind of cool, I guess. Now imagine you had like a belt. Imagine you had like a belt-fed like pistol caliber carbine, and just a whole bunch of those. You'd better be rich, because that shit would be very expensive. That reminds me, gun tubers are annoying. The reason I say they're annoying is because they obviously have a lot of money. So every gun that doesn't cost like $2,000 or doesn't come from their sponsor is apparently garbage. So like, I've got a Palmetto State Armory AK, and I've had it for the last 6 years. I put like 2,000 rounds through it. No problems. But evidently those things are supposed to blow up.
Let me guess. On the 3,000th round.
Yeah, I guess. But if you buy like the Riley Tactical or whatever, the tactical awesome gun that costs like $4,000, man, it'll never fail you, man. So, I've always found it funny that I love that I'm making Duke Nukem drink toilet water to get more health. Just drink the toilet water, Duke. You'll feel better. I mean, it is potable water, but whatever. So if you needed to regain health, would you drink toilet water? Oh, you drank that to get health. You actually ended up drinking, what was it, plant water? I think.
Yeah. Plant water.
But would you drink Duke Nukem branded toilet water? It's.
You know. Probably.
Okay.
I drank toilet water too. I told you you can drink the water from the back of the tank.
This is true. I remember reading a zombie book that touched on that, where the guy was trying to escape Britain because, of course, he didn't have a gun, right? Trying to escape, and he would basically break into houses and drink the toilet water. I mean, hey, whatever. If you gotta do what you gotta do to not die of thirst. Okay, which would be worse though? Duke Nukem's toilet water or what was it? Pokemon's like bath water?
Oh yeah, Belle Delphine.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so you're in a desert, right?
Oh, but Belle Delphine though, yummy.
Okay, you're in a desert. Which would be? You have to choose Duke Nukem's toilet water or Belle Delphine, whoever the fuck that is, bath water.
You know, just because I want to die a man, Belle Delphine.
All right. Oh no. Okay, we've got a movie poster for Come Get Some, which is clearly a Clockwork Orange, and then 13 Dookies, which is, if you don't know your 90s movies, 13 Monkeys was a 90s movie about time travel that had Bruce Willis in it.
Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt.
I didn't remember that. Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, he was the leader of the Dookies.
And Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt goes wrong. Are you excited for Turok Origins? Not really. The thing about it is, since it's a Saber Interactive thing, you know it's going to be slop. Because that's all they make is slop. It's going to be a co-op slop game. It'll basically be like every other co-op slop game ever made, so I'm sure it'll be somewhat playable, but to me, it looks like it's going to be a big, fat meh. Let's see. Urge to buy this for the N64 and play it on that. I mean, you could. Spam the button to get a shit ton of health super fast. There's a gun / mod that is just because you can doesn't mean you should. Ooh, there's a lot of those. Like that half shotgun, half rifle thing from the 90s. That's just so unnecessary. Like, I would never recommend that. Let's see. Ice creams? No, candy cigarettes. Like ice cream cigarettes.
Ooh,
yeah,
candy cigarettes are tits.
Okay, so yes, I'm old enough to have had candy cigarettes, and the candy like cigars. They were gum cigars. They were gum. I've had those.
Yep. And you could blow on them, and the sugar would look like smoke.
I never could do that, but like I'd chew them up. You could get like a pink and a blue one. I don't really know why they chose those colors, but I think the blue one was
boy
better
and girl.
Really, that was it? Huh.
Gender, yeah, they were originally gender reveal cigars.
Okay. How little I knew. What's the deal with like a gender reveal? I never heard of that until like they started burning down like half the world because of those stupid gender reveal things. I swear, I never heard the words gender reveal at any time in my life until I was like in my late 20s when they like burnt down half of California because apparently that somebody had that.
So they used to do them like, and they were like really simple. Like you would have like a box, and inside the box would be confetti, and it would either be pink or blue. But then people started to get really fucking like crazy with it, and they started adding tannerite to it.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. As you might presume, there was no such gender reveal thing for me, because my family that didn't go in.
Do you watch? You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna self-veto myself, and I will tell you this after the stream.
Okay. Let's see, boss.
I don't personally. I don't think it's something that wouldn't be allowed on YouTube, but I'm just going to be cautious.
All right. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Better safe than
things I think would be safe might not be safe to use. So I hate the blue ball you chat, but message me on Discord. I'll tell you what it was.
It's like I can't be that that sunglasses guy. Razor Kill?
Razor Fist.
Yeah, Razor Fist, that's the guy. I can't beat him. Or as I like to call him, the edgy spoony one.
Razor Kill, I like that.
Razor Kill actually is a guy now that I think of it. He's a fairly infamous 40k lore tuber that everybody hates because he's an annoying Australian man. I think we're getting close to the end of the game, thankfully. Can I get the game beaten in 2 days? Because it isn't that long of a game. It's about 4 hours, which is about as long as you'd want from Duke Nukem, I think. And yeah, everybody's been getting scraps for a long time when it comes to any of this Turok business. What if they use some hexen sound effects? Because I've heard like the Etten, like growl or whatever. Oh, come on, get it! Really? How did that miss? Snap into a Slim Jim. Dunkaroos. Never heard of that.
Ooh, Dunkaroos were good.
Sounds like one of them Yankee things. We don't do them Yankee things around here.
Do you remember okay, this had to have been in your time too. When you would go to school and you'd pack a lunch and you'd get the little thing of crackers and there'd be like 6 cracker sticks and there'd be like a little tiny tub of like cheese.
Yeah, I remember those.
Did you do like I did and eat all the crackers and save the cheese for like the very last cracker?
No, because like I found the crackers boring. They were shallow and
Well,
pedantic.
that's the point. The cheese was the best part.
Well, you say cheese. I'm sure it had about as much cheese as a McDonald's hamburger had actual hamburger. But yeah. Oh, these bastards.
Popsicles,
really...
why are you sniffing a woman's lip balm?
Oh my. Exactly like Dunkaroos. Oh my. That's some great foreplay. What would you want for a new Duke Nukem game? I'd like to make it a direct sequel to Duke Nukem Forever and it becomes president. That's actually not a bad idea. I think honestly, I'd like to see a game where Duke Nukem Forever is excised from canon. But what would you want to... How would you make a good Duke Nukem game? Especially in this time... Honestly, I would like to see a Duke Nukem game kind of in the same vein as Time Splitter's Future Perfect, where it is an affectionate parody of a bunch of different tropes, where Duke Nukem's not necessarily laughing at people, but laughing with people. I didn't think about that. Oh, god damn it. It's just kind of hard to make like a sequel to a game like this after all these years and have it actually be good. Sobe or Fruitopia? Fruitopia. There's kind of like a new-ish Duke Nukem. There's that bombshell first-person shooter that came out a few years back. That was kind of alright. There's a really good mod called Duke Nukem Alien Armageddon. I reviewed it like 10 years ago. I need to actually play it again. That adds in like bombshell, some co-op stuff. Like the fans are already like making the next generation of like Duke Nukem stuff. I would just like it if we could get past the 2D graphics though. I mean, I like 2D graphics as much as the next man, but I prefer like the 360 era, you know. Maybe a few more polygons here and there. That's the only thing I don't like about that grenade launcher. Pepsi Blue. The thing about Pepsi Blue is I know that. I never drank it, but when it went on clearance, me and my grandfather bought a bunch of it and shot it with 22s. To me, that's like the best use of any sort of nasty-ass sody pop like that. Alright, we are so close to being done with the game. I don't know if this is the last level, but it's close. We're close to that last level. That final boss is a lot harder and a lot better in this version of the game. And it's actually a 3D model, believe it or not.
Hey, check your phone again real quick.
Alright, 1 second. I have to kill 2 fat bastards. We've got Boogie and his brother.
Oh dear. Boogie and Wings of Redemption.
Text it to me first, and then I'll see. In regard to your text. Wings of Redemption. Ugh. I've seen the boxing match. It was something, all right. Oh,
this was the ones I told you. I told my girl that made her laugh.
Oh, you already mentioned that like the last time you were on.
Did I say it in stream?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, pickup lines.
Disregard. Look, if there's one thing that she loves is bad pickup lines.
See, my only concern, whatever. Actually, I take that lie back. Whenever I find somebody I want to talk to, I just talk to them. So I don't like make a big production out of it. Gentlemen, when you find somebody you want to talk to, don't like overthink it. Just go like say hello and then say some shit after that. You know, talk about something.
Actually,
you know.
I can. Let me give you Medic's best advice for the cold approach to a girl. If you wanna get a girl to talk to you honestly, and you don't want to come across as cheesy or something, compliment her on something like her shoes. Just say, I don't mean to bother you. I just wanted to say I think your shoes are beautiful, because you will immediately disarm her. She will see that you noticed her outfit and they fucking love that shit.
Okay, well, not the kind of girls I go for, so.
I'm just saying, like, if you're doing the cold approach, if you're ever in a nightclub or a bar, it works every time. Because they already heard everything. They already know they're attractive. They already know that, you know, you want to buy them a drink. But you disarm them by saying something like, oh, I love that purse or your shoes. They ain't ready for that, so they don't have an answer for it.
And if you're a nerdy boy like me, talk about something cool like Cowboy Bebop or Batman.
Like, see, like damn girl, you must have rolled a double 20.
I don't know that I would say that. I think I'd have to rip up. I can't physically throw up in my mouth, so I don't think I could actually say that. No, but like, I usually have the thing about like, I feel really bad about what I'm about to say. So like, there was a girl who came up to talk to me and complimented me on my armor, and I was like, oh yeah, thank you. It was only afterward I was like, fuck my life, I hate myself. Because of course I could have said something. Did I? No. No. Why would I?
Do you think you're the first person to do that and realize after the fact? Now you're posting on Google for missed encounters?
Oh, but I'm going back to that con in just a couple weeks. There's another one. It was like last year, and I'm like, maybe she'll be there. Oh. But it's like, fuck my life. Why did I do that? Why? 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 I'm not good at like...
Why?
I'm not good at one-off things like that. Anyone I actually got together with, I had to have known for like a little while before I was going to say anything anyway. It's always better to date somebody you've been friends with, because that makes things a lot easier. Unfortunately, actually finding anyone to be friends with that's female is not as easy as one would like. So, who would win in a boxing fight? Nova Online or Chris Chen?
Oh, for Christ's sake, agnostic.
Wait, that'd be hilarious. Duke Hail to the King's final level is an climatic battle through Air Force 2, a spaceship version of Air Force 1. Duke takes back control of traffic and rams it into. I mean, that could work. Jones Soda, I've had some of that. Duke Nukem is not rocket science.
Ooh, I got one of my pictures submitted to Jones Soda, put on a can once.
Oh, nice.
I was so thrilled.
All right, there is going to be a bastard right on the other side of this door. See? Okay, let's just start chucking grenades. Start throwing grenades. Oh, I'm drowning. Oops. Duke Nukem can't hold his breath, it seems. See, that's one of those things, like, I make fun of those red pill people just because they come off as such assholes. Like, for example, the one that I hate the most, you told me his name was actually Myron Gaines. What kind of name is that? What kind of name is that? It's like if my name was like Bob Gunman.
I don't think that's his God-given name.
I know, but it's like, my name is General Gunman. Bob Bullet, there we go.
Yeah.
Imagine your name was Bob Bullet. It's like Bob's Burgers, only less lame. No, but apparently that guy's only ever dated...
Head.
Bip. Oh my. But no, that guy apparently only ever dated one person, and that was it. It's like, really? He's older than me. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Duke Nukem in high fidelity graphics. Okay, we do have just 2 levels. We got Hotel Hell and then the final boss fight. Duke Nukem Forever 2011 mod called Lady Killer. If that Duke Nukem came back in levels like that, it'd be very refreshing. Huh. Okay, what time we got? We got 1:56. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it. How much time do you have?
10 minutes.
Fucketh my life. Fucketh my life. Ah, well,
that's
fine.
I got 10 minutes, and then another 15 before I have to physically leave.
Okay,
so 25 minutes tops.
We should be able to beat it in that amount of time, because we'll go on longer than 2 hours, because this is, there's 2 levels left. There's this one, and then there's one more after that, and that's the final boss, where you fight the Cycloid Emperor.
If you want to take it straight to quarter till, that's fine. I just won't do the after stream preamble. I'll just say, dude, gotta go, text you later.
Alright, that'll work, because we're so close. Hotel Hell is kind of a long level, but since I've already played it, I know where to go. And I didn't get stuck on any of the levels, and we didn't do Area 51. Area 51. Hey, locales are hilarious. Major Fatas. But no, I'm sorry, I can't take a guy who, like, nicknames himself Gaines. It's like, oh my god. And then, like, he's given dating advice despite only ever dating, like, one girl in his entire life. And then he, like, got broken up because he said he wanted, like, 5 wives. I saw the clip where that was in, and she kind of looks at him like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's not somebody you really want to be with. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. See, like, I'm not sure kind of like, I'm not the kind of guy that would ever go to a club. I've been to the club, but it was with somebody. An emo club and a regular, like, clubby club. Whatever those are. Emo club I like, though, because they had a lot of hilarious music. Of the whiniest people you could ever imagine. Come on. Is he gonna hide behind the door like a little bitch? Yes, yes he is. I don't know how to kill that guy. Because I'm gonna have to go right past him. Nope! His pathfinding works. You're the disease, and I'm the cure. You transition that by, just saying, like, hey, would you like to get together? Or something like that. So, what I did back, well, twice, is I didn't do anything suave. I just was like, okay, so for the first one, and I was successful of both of those times to transition from just friends to regular to like an actual relationship. The first time, was back in 2011 when I was where I didn't even like this girl at first. I was like, what is this girl doing here? She doesn't know video games. What is she doing here? Like, get off the stage. That's when I learned that all this bullshit that people talk about when it comes to the Whammons is all wrong. I always love how, like, Twitter especially, it's like, when men learn that women are evil. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go tell my grandmother she's evil, right? I can only imagine if I was like a 15-year-old kid and I was like, Grandma, you're evil! I think my grandfather would not be too fond of that, as you might imagine. But now, so you got this girl, right, who over the period of about 3 or 4 months I come to really like. Like, she knows what Vector Prime is. She knows, like, that Chuck Baker, Chewbacca, dies in Vector Prime and all the rest, right? And so one day, I work up the courage to be like, I'll tell you this. It was not pretty what I said. I was like, so, like, do you consider yourself weird? And eventually I finally was able to say, like, would you like to get together in a relationship and such? And she said yes. It was not just a yes. It was a unequivocal yes. It wasn't like a kind of. She was very happy that I asked that. And I later got married to her. But sadly, that didn't last. The second time, oh man, the second time was, I would say, even rougher than the first. Once again, I'm not what you'd call Mr. Suave Man, like, at all. It was this girl that I knew for a couple of years, actually, because she showed up in what was that stupid game? That co-op Half-Life game. Sven Co-op. She showed up in that, and I talked to her a little bit. Once again, I didn't like her at first. Because she was annoying and had way too many, shall we say, wokey propensities, but she got better as time went on. And one day, I was playing Dead Island. No, not Dead Island. What other zombie game? Dying Light, that's what it was. Where I finally, like, confessed how I felt, and, I thought I made a complete idiot out of myself. Well, come to find out the next day, I get this message on Discord, right? And it's like, so did you mean all the stuff you said yesterday? I was like, yes. And so, that's how that worked out. Unfortunately, that didn't work out either. It's like, human beings are so difficult to get along with sometimes. So yeah, I don't have any good advice for, like, how you transition that other than, like, hope that you don't look like too much of an idiot. And yeah, I was married about 12 years ago. And even though Reddit might not, no, Reddit would like this, even though Twitter might not like it, if ever I find somebody I like as much as that person, I will get married again. I'll give it the good college try again. I'm also a lot more knowledgeable now than I was back then, so a lot of the mistakes that were made won't be made again. Of that can be certain. The thing about maturity, it's not so much like going from, like, a dumbass to somebody who's a less of a dumbass. Maturity, you just kind of, like, know how to do things and do things more efficiently. And it applies to, like, people, it applies to, you know, technology and stuff. I look at, like, how much better I am at shooting. It's like, that's maturity. You have matured your skills. You have... Although I do wonder, if ever I do meet somebody in the future, am I gonna still have sort of like this rambling thing of like, you know, I never was like, oh, I really like you and blah blah blah. It was always a lot rougher than even that. But it worked twice. So, look, if
I
it's
didn't know
stupid,
you played Dying Light.
Ugh. Not willingly. That was the friend group I was in, and they were like, oh man, the Dying Light. I hated every second of it.
You know what really kind of... You know what my biggest beef with Dying Light was? The voice actor, I think his name was Robert Crane.
The Robert Crane?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I think maybe it's Craig Smith, I think is his real name. He's the same voice actor that it does Chris Redfield in all the new Resident Evils. So when he's doing the voice of somebody in yet another zombie game,
yeah,
I'm not hearing a character Kyle Crane. I'm hearing Chris Redfield.
Punching boulders. Also, once again, what the fuck is with all this like women death? I don't like it. Like, you got a pool and then just like, well, that's gonna traumatize little Timmy or traumatize little Jummy. Honestly, when it comes to the voice acting in Dying Light, I didn't pay attention to any of it. I don't care for Dying Light. I didn't like Dead Island either. I just didn't like it. I did not like it. I did not. Almost as much as I don't like seeing like the dead women. It's like it didn't do anything for me. That's the thing. Honestly, the only reason I played it is because the friend group played it, and that girl would play it, and so it's like, well, you know, you want to talk to the females, well, you make a few allowances. You play a shitty game. I mean, no, I love Dying Light. It's the great. We go on.
There is one thing that Dying Light did do that no other game has done. And
Holy
yes,
shit.
It's fucked up.
Did y'all hear that?
But it is one of the first games
Huh,
that
did y'all
ever
hear that?
showed. No, what?
What the actual fuck? 1 minute. Somebody's driving their car down the street like really fast. And if I can hear that all the way in here, hold on, I'll be right back.
I can hear it now.
This is not a street to do that on. Like, this is not the
It's
street.
Dom Toretto. He's living his life, his life 10 seconds at a time.
Ugh. It's family, man. It's family matters. Steve Urkel's a carjacker. I don't know. Joke aborted. Joke aborted. We're just gonna abort that one right now. All right.
Oh,
so
you blue-haired bastard! You would abort it, wouldn't you?
Yes. All right, we're at the final level. A lonely, conversation, approachable friendship without having future romantic plans. That's not. You'll do better than you think you will. The thing is, you shouldn't approach any of the. Oh yeah, the women nature thing. Just remember, whenever people say that, that's got to be a real awkward Thanksgiving. I'm just saying, like, Bob, you're evil.
So, real quick, going back to Dying Light.
Sure.
The one thing that it did that no other game has done is they had zombie kids.
Oh, other games have had that. Dead Space had that. They had zombie infants too. But it was technically an alien virus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they were called the Pack. But that's kind of creep. I like how we've got the 3D model. That 3D model doesn't look too...
I said that as I completely forgot about fucking Silent Hill.
Yeah, I've never played the Silent Hill game, so I do not know. Okay, this is so awkward here. Because they don't have the ability to do the full animation, but whatever. Night of the Comic. I remember that movie. Alright. Well, we have successfully completed all of Duke Nukem 64. Hoo boy. It was a hell of a ride. Alright, so...
That ending video, though.
It was very awkward compared to the original. And the original one, of course, has Duke Nukem, like, getting down and dirty with a nice girl. And I always mention this story because it's funny. When I beat Duke Nukem 3D for the first time, my grandmother was literally behind me when I beat it, and she was like, "What are you playing?" And I had the stupid parental controls put on after that. But whatever. Let's see. Well, you're not necessarily born alone. You got your family, and then you don't necessarily have to die alone. You can still have your family. It's just, you got to be patient with these things.
Unless you're medic.
So, what did you say?
Unless you're medic.
What?
Unless you're medic.
You'll live. You'll be fine. I'll talk to you after the stream, but Yeah, Doom 3 did have the demon babies, the cherubs. Those things are much more difficult to kill than you'd think. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am General Lotz. Medic.
Yo.
And I'm gonna wish you good, Doom 3.
And wishing you fantastic
Phantom.
Uncharted 4.
Boo! Or whatever makes you happy.
Ha! Subscribe.